know what I mean? You can put a label on a life, put a label on a lifestyle, you know? Put a label on how you wake up every morning and go to bed at night.
So the last couple of videos I've been talking about how I never mess up my diet. I don't subscribe to this line in the sand between right foods, right time to eat, wrong time to eat, right way to eat, wrong way to eat, all this sort of thing. In the last video I talked about how both of these how this mentality creates stress no matter what you do. You follow the rules, you get stress. You break the rules, you get stress. So I just say the rules aren't there, and I follow a different path with my diet. And this is what I'm calling the new age dietary rules. Right now we're stuck in this dietary method where a lot of times you read these diet books and ways to lose weight, and so much of it is about what you don't eat or what you're not supposed to be eating. Meat, processed foods, cooked foods, grains, dairy, legumes, sugar, high glycemics, whatever. The basic idea within our dietary culture these days is if you want to be healthy, you want to live long, and you don't want to be fat, that's the biggest reason after all, just don't eat these foods. That's the basic idea of almost all the diets out there. Don't eat this, you're fine. Which is a really crappy way to base any sort of success. Imagine if you wanted to find, you know, a new boyfriend or girlfriend. You go online and you do these dating sites and they're like, tell us about yourself, why you're such a great candidate. Well, I've never killed anybody. I don't abuse anybody. I believe in not robbing liquor stores. And let's see, I always show up to work on time, and I'm not boring. Don't I sound like a winner, right? All you're doing is listing things that you don't do, you know, and they're not terribly bad, but there's no winner there. There's nothing positive. There's nothing that's ever going to make somebody say, hey, that sounds awesome, right? Well, the same exact thing with diet and exercise. Your success is not based off of the bad things you avoid. At best, you're breaking even. Your success depends on how good you are at doing things, positive creation. Remember, fitness is a creative aspect. It is something you build up. And you can't build up something by just saying, well, I'm not digging a hole in the ground. You have to build on top of it, which is about eating things for a positive reason. So I think the next wave in dietary and exercise as well, but especially dietary evolution, is that people are going to base a healthy diet on what they do eat rather than what they don't eat. I read an article, and I should have saved it. Damn, I keep referencing it. I just kind of glanced through it the other day. I was like, that's neat, but you know, over the weeks, my mind is like, oh my God, this changes everything. This guy went around the world, and he was like, I want to know what makes a diet healthy, what makes a person healthy and everything. What he discovered was it wasn't about what you don't eat. It was about what you do eat, and what his basic premise was, if the diet is largely made up of about one-third to one-half of various vegetables, then the person's healthy. They're going to have, you know, good performance, they're going to be lean, they're going to live long, their health markers, everything's going to be good. And he's like, I don't care if you drink beer and have pizza and donuts. If most of your diet is vegetables, you're going to be healthy. So it kind of pointed to this idea of like, the guy's like, well, as long as you get enough vegetables in your diet, you're healthy. Someone's like, well, don't I need to avoid sugar? He's like, have the sugar. Get the vegetables in. And a lot of times when we get something out of our diet, you know, someone's like, don't eat this, then what we do eat is whatever's left. It's not getting rid of the sugar or the red meat or whatever that's making us healthy. It's the inclusion of the other things that's making us healthy. So like I said, don't go for this dietary idea of like, I don't eat this, this means I have to eat this. I say I eat everything and I try and focus more on these things. And that's overall a positive experience. It fulfills the root cause of a healthy diet, which is removing stress from body, mind, and soul rather than creating it. Okay, I'm rambling. Thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.